Hi, my name's Lot, and I used to be really fucking fat, and I'm not fat anymore. I'm also now an Olympic weightlifter. I just wanted to start off by saying thanks for 1,000 subs. My head has well and truly fell off. This past week of views and comments has just absolutely, I can't even begin to explain how happy being this well received has made me. And as someone who grew up super uncool, it's nice to make people laugh and people be like, yeah, you're funny. My first two videos were what I eat in a day as a fat person, and I wanted to take a quick break from that and have a look at Glitter and Lasers. The reason being, someone on my very first video commented, "You're a weightlifter, I'd love to see what you think about Anna O'Brien powerlifting." I was like, I can do that. I'm not a coach. My only formal qualification is I took a technical official course for British weightlifting, but that does not make me a coach or anything like that. That just means I can say good lift or bad lift in Olympic weightlifting. So I don't really keep up with Glitter and Lasers. She's not my preferred goal. I keep up with Amberlynn Reid. That is my goal of choice. So when that was suggested to me, I don't really know that much lore about Glitter and Lasers, only purely what I've seen through the content creators that I like watching. So Beast to Beast, Shikara Transformation, and a few other content creators that I watch. I know she's not great, and I know she's a massive liar, but on all the goals. Yeah, this person asked me to do a little reaction to her powerlifting. It's not powerlifting though, it's strongman. I don't do strongman. I do Olympic weightlifting. However, there's a lot of overlap in terms of movements between the three strength sports. So I feel like I'm still a little bit qualified to go, wow, that's mad that. Not that I'm anything other than a technical official and I do it and I compete in it. Other than that, I'm not a coach. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist, as I've stated before. This is just my opinion and it makes me laugh. So let's go, shall we? I headed to a forum that shan't be named. And I kind of went back, but the fucking her thread is so long, and I'm a working girly. I work a 9 to 5, plus I train in my sport and I do pole dance as well, and also I've got 2 dogs. I'm not sitting through 4,000 plus pages of Glitter and Lasers, right? So I went back to late August and tried to find around the point where she starts her elite athleticism journey, and I've pulled together a few clips. I would like to say this is not going to be this is where her form's wrong, this is where that's wrong, because again, even though I know what's right and wrong, I'm not technically qualified to say so. I'll try and keep that to a minimum and just try and keep it to the content itself rather than the specifics of the lifting. There's people that are far more qualified on this platform and said, I only know Olympic weightlifting in my anatomy and holding a white flag up or red flag up when I watch someone else do Olympic weightlifting. So without further ado, I'll explain what's going on the screen as well for those who are doing the dishes or putting a wash on. Right, so right, it's Anna, and she's bent down. She's got a barbell in front of her, and she's got a bit of tissue, and she's rubbing across the barbell. And the caption says, "It's crazy what comes off the bar after a heavy deadlift," and it's supposed to be like, "Oh, I'm rubbing dirt off." And then she turns the tissue over and it says a juicy booty. You're full of juice, girl. It's just not the juice that you think it is. What I've discovered about Anna is that she does what Amberlynn does, and she starts a thing and then that thing becomes her entire personality. You've been moving weights for a couple of weeks. There'll have been that's not enough time to make a significant change. Your arse hasn't changed in 3 weeks because you've been moving some fucking like 50 kilo deadlifts. By the way, they're not even proper deadlifts. Like, it tickles me when people do this and the gym becomes their entire personality, and it's like, not even started. You've literally not even started. Here we go. Okay, so this says just girl things at Cybernetic Strongman, which I'm presuming is her coach. Finally let me put the log above my head. I'm doing exclusively, that's incorrect English. I'm doing an exclusively strict overhead press at the end because we haven't worked on the form for a push press yet. That's where you use your legs for force, by the way, guys. The gym is quickly becoming my favourite place to be. I've not really got much to say about this. Like, how much do the small logs weigh? I don't do strongman. How much do let me do a quick Google. Oh, is that it? So strongman logs apparently come in 25 kilos or 50 kilo variants. I'm going to make the educated guess that this is the 25 because there's no way she's strip pressing 50, right? It doesn't look that offensive from what I know about strongman. I think what fucks me off about it, explaining of what a push press is versus a strip press, that fucks me off a little bit. And then the gym is quickly becoming my favourite place to be. Girl, you've been doing it 2 minutes. You've been doing it 2 minutes. Let's get somewhere first, shall we?
I'm impressed.
This is the first time he's let me do it.
No, like really. We practiced the clean, and now she's pressing it. I'm like, I was gonna say, like, I mean, you can see from over there, like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, we're just like, let's dang, let's.
Right. I got so much to say about this one, right? I think I've got more of an issue with her attitude than anything, right? So like I said, I don't really keep up with GlitterandLazers that much, but I swear to God, ages ago, there was a video of her on a trail run, and a lady had said to her, amazing, keep going. And she'd been really sarcastic back to the lady, saying something along the lines of like, I'm on this trail all the time, insinuated that she's this godly runner, and took the woman's praise as as being patronizing. So what's different here? Why is this not patronizing her? You're clean and pressing 25 keggers, not that much weight. I mean, she is super morbidly obese, so any sort of movement's impressive, right? That's not my issue. My issue's not the weight. My issue's not what she's doing. My issue is that her attitude towards that woman on the trail run compared to the attitude towards this man complimenting her now. I just find that very interesting. And for those who aren't looking at the screen, the caption basically says, I am so lucky I accidentally filmed this. This was the first time in my entire life some stopped, watched me and cheered me on, not because they felt I needed extra support because of my size, but because they saw my strength and were wowed. It's such an amazing feeling to find a way to be active that I'm actually good at. I feel so blessed to have found this sport. It's 25 kilos. I don't want to have a dick swinging competition here. And also I've been doing Olympic weightlifting for 3 years now. Anna weighs approximately about 180 kilos. I weigh 63, give or take, depending on the day of the month, right? This is me clean and jerking. It's not quite the same movement. See what I'm saying? I'm not sure which weight I put up on there, but I'm assuming it's something like 60 odd kilos. I'll put a little caveat of what the weight actually was. So I'm moving body weight. They aren't wowed by your strength, Anna. They're wowed by the fact that someone who's super morbidly obese is doing such a technical sport before focusing on weight loss. Weightlifting in any capacity is great. It's amazing. It's great for weight loss. It's great for, bone density. It's great for basically your health in general. Your life longevity. It's amazing. Like, everyone should weightlift in some way. But when you weigh 180 kilos, maybe we need to get our priorities in order. I played 2 of the clips back to back because it's essentially the same clip. And it's her doing plated back extensions. And she's buzzing about it, but I can't help but notice that the movement isn't coming from strength and it's coming from the bouncing of the gullet. Yeah, it's gonna feel pretty easy if you've got a trampoline fucking sending you back into the fucking stratosphere. It's gonna feel easy, isn't it? Literally, bouncy ball looking at, boing. Like, it's gonna feel easy, is it not? The fit thing, awesome, cool, whatever. You look very cute, Anna, but you're still 180 kilos. It doesn't matter how cute your fucking fit is. Let's get to fucking work, shall we? And we're back to the fucking back extensions, mate. What are we doing? The gullet bounce, mate. I will never laugh at a fat person trying. If you're fat and you're going to the gym and you're trying, I am so proud of you. I'm genuinely, because it takes a lot. And trust me, because I used to be super insecure and very gym anxious, right? I totally understand it. I used to, before I started Olympic weightlifting when I was obese, I would go to the local gym, I'd go to the women's only room, and I'd go into the furthest corner I could, get my little 8 kilo dumbbells, and I'd do my little goblet squats and be really super embarrassed. I don't even have any videos of that. I really wish I had videos of that. But how was I supposed to know at the time what I was going to end up being? And it's fucking nerve-wracking, and you feel embarrassed and you feel watched, but truly no one gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck, at least anyway, when I see someone come in and try. If anything, I'm like, fucking fair enough, I will never laugh at a fat person trying. However, what I will laugh at is someone who has been moving 25 kilo logs for 2 weeks pretending that they're some sort of elite athlete. Be humble. Be humble. I still, after 3 years of Olympic weightlifting, I'm humble because I am nowhere near being an advanced athlete. There's some moves that I'm quite advanced in, like my squat's quite good, but like my snatch is still shit, right? Like that. If you know Olympic weightlifting, the snatch is it's ridiculous. It's so technical. I find it really difficult because of my lanky legs, right? So what fucks me off is not the fact that your gullet's, well, it is pretty funny the gullet bouncing, but the issue for me is that she's come in, and I absolutely believe in documenting your journey, because for me, I have videos from when I first started lifting, and they are amazing to look back on now. Like I'll do a little video thing here, woo, here's me, whatever date that was now, right? It's great to look back on, and it really keeps you going and going, fuck, if I made that progress to that progress in that amount of time, what could I achieve in that same amount of time from this point? You know, it's great. You should document your journey. However, don't act like a fucking elite athlete. It's weird. Be humble about your journey. You are a newbie. I'm a newbie. And I've been doing this shit 3 years, and I compete, and I'm new. Do you know what I mean? Okay, next one. Look like a beauty. Train like a beast. Holy shit. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about form, but I've got to, because I like squatting quite a lot. Even though I'm a lifter, I like squatting. Her squat here, she's so unstable. She rocks in her feet like that. Obviously, she's wearing the wrong shoes. Quite cushiony. They're quite cushioned. They're the wrong kind of shoes, so it's already encouraging her to rock back and forth. Probably got fuck all ankle mobility and ankle stability because she's super morbidly obese. And the weight, I don't know what those plates are. It doesn't even say on it what the plate is, so I can't even give you a guesstimate of what the fucking weight on her back is. 60 kilos maybe? Max? Maybe? Are they 20 kilo plates on a 20k bar? 60 kilos maybe? And she's like that, right? Take your shoes off or get some little plates underneath your heels to create that stability. We should be back in our heels. Yeah. The concept of calling yourself a beast when training, when you have been doing it for 2 fucking minutes. Brilliant. Deadlift? Question mark? Her back looks straighter than I've seen it previously, I guess. Next video. 125 log press, clean and strict press. When I finally get to push press, you'll better be scared. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The trainer is like, yeah, and she's wobbling all over the show. What? I've got out of interest, found out what 125 pounds is in kilos. 56 kilos. So, but look how unstable she is. She's rocking back and forth. Her bar path is crazy. Like, I need to watch this again. Gets her like halfway and then all the way to the top. And then as she's at the top, she rocks back and forth. She should not be putting that weight above her head if she's unstable with it. She's going to hurt herself. She's going to hurt someone else. It's not a PB. It's not a PB if you're not doing it correctly. Do you know what I mean? Why are you so weak today? And she's arm wrestling people. Right, so you 3 arm wrestles are making you so weak the next day you can't lift. Or was it all the margs? Was it all the tequila? I'll leave that for the audience to decide. The next video is Anna on a bit of a rant. So let's delve in, shall we?
I never know how to guess how my gym session is gonna go. Like, I genuinely think today is gonna suck.
She already thinks today's gonna suck. What a fucking shit mindset to be in. Even on my absolute fucking worst days. Like, been at my 9 to 5. It's been stressful as fuck. Maybe I didn't sleep very well the night before. I'm tired. You know, I'm a woman. Whatever point of the month I'm at. I still will get in my car if I've got training that evening and say to myself, the day's done now. I'm gonna have a good session. And even when I'm in the session and something doesn't go wrong, I say to myself, that's okay. It's not always perfect. We just try again. And those sessions actually sometimes end up being the best sessions I have when I feel like they weren't going to be good, but I can talk myself through them. What a fucking shit mindset to already be going into the gym and being like, it's going to be bad. Why would you do that to yourself? You're putting yourself in a bad headspace already before you've even entered the space. You're mentaling yourself out before you're even there. My God.
The cards are kind of stacked against me because I'm late. I'm coming off of a whole week of flying a bunch. My joints kind of already hurt. The thing is, I've had some of my best days when I feel the worst, so who knows?
Is that not what I just said? You have some of your best days when you feel your worst. So why are we going in defeated already? Fucking hell. Oh, is this where the clip where she does the shit? Oh no.
Yeah.
Man. So in this clip, in this rant about how shit she already feels, she's included the really bad, unstable overhead press.
I forgot to mention that was a PR on the log.
Can't be a PR if the fucking form was shit, you dafty. Got some hack squats.
Just doing leg stuff today because my arms are busted from arm wrestling. That's another story.
Can you imagine doing a couple of arm wrestles with some drunk people, and you're so tired the next day you can't do anything with your arms?
People are always
Jesus
like, why do you go
Christ,
through
man.
compression so quickly? Why do you have to keep rebuying it? Let me show you why.
Cut off this machine. New hole.
It's almost like you have an illness and you need to look after it. That's so weird. Just like I have to buy a new prescription of my glasses every year because, you know, that's just what you need to do to fucking help yourself, you dafty.
Like, I'm cursed.
Short one today because I don't want to push my arm too hard. My coach agrees. So, you know, I showed up, I did it. I had a PR, which is freaking great. But not every day is going to be perfect in every single movement you do. The thing is just keep showing up. Excited for next week when I'm really going to be more focused on all the things I need to be focused on to do my best. Because this past week I was like on vacation. I wasn't thinking about protein and rest and hydration. I was thinking about sunshine, and that's okay.
I got so much to say about that, right? So first of all, if you ever catch me being motivated by something Anna O'Brien's got to say about going to the gym, fucking call the police. I'm not in a good way, right? The concept of someone who's been doing strongman for 2 weeks telling me to keep showing up and being consistent. Do it for years and then maybe tell me that like you are not consistent yet yourself. You've just been on your fucking ollie bobs and you're telling me to stay consistent. Girl, move. What are you doing? Secondly, the concept of being super morbidly obese and going on your ollie bobs and then saying that you've not been focused on protein and stuff. You never have. You've never have. Do you not think you've had enough time being a gluttonous fucking monster? Look at you. Look at you. You've had 40 years of just eating whatever you want and being a lazy fucking bastard. If you're on holiday, that's sound. You can be in a beautiful place and still make good decisions. Like I said, I was on my ollie bobs back in June. I had a lovely holiday and I had a few beers and I had good food and I enjoyed myself. But you know what I do every other fucking day of the month? Track what I eat. I don't drink alcohol. I train 6 days a week. I don't take the fucking piss. But you've had 40 years of taking the piss. Do you know what? The one holiday could have taken a hit in terms of alcohol, in terms of carbohydrates. You could have gone, I'm in this beautiful place, but you know what? This doesn't align with my goals. I really want to compete in strongman because, by the way, she's signed up for her first strongman competition. I've got a competition coming up in X amount of time. Maybe, just maybe, I should put enjoying myself on the back burner because I've been doing that for 40 fucking years and maybe prioritize what my new goals are. You can't come to me and pretend to be a fucking elite athlete. Give me the fucking, you need to stay consistent and then you go on your ollie bobs and knock back fucking 20 margaritas and arm wrestle the local lads at the bar. I got no sympathy for you. What are you? Are you on your holidays or are you a dedicated elite athlete? You can't be both at your current state anyway. Obviously athletes have holidays, but you can't. You are 180 kilos, Anna. You have just started strongman fucking 30 minutes ago. Your holiday can take the hit of not drinking a couple of gin and tonics and a few slices of pizza. You could have just made better decisions. Fuck off. It winds me up.
I don't like these.
She loves that male validation, doesn't she? That's all I got to say about that one, baby. Coordinating my outfits to the machine I'm training on might be my new special interest. Leggings were gifted to me by Torrid. Fashion, handshake emoji, lifting. I hate how certain DSM-5 therapy words become mainstream vocabulary. It's not a special interest, Anna. It's just not. My concluding thoughts. My concluding thoughts. What are they? I will never, ever, ever shit on a fat person going to the gym. I will never shit on a fat person exercising. I will never shit on a fat person trying the hardest, right? I applaud you and I think it's amazing and you absolutely should keep going. Don't let any of the bullies bully you out of doing that, right? But if you're a morbidly obese woman, super morbidly obese woman, and you are patronizing your audience, acting like an elite athlete, I think you're a fucking tit and you need to get a reality check. You've been doing the sport all of 2 minutes. Learning a strength-based sport takes years. I have been Olympic weightlifting for 3 years, right? And only in the last 12 months can I now properly snatch. I've been snatching for 3 years, but only in the last, I'd even say shorter than that, I'd say in the last 9 months. I'd say from my competition in February, I'd say only from then have I started to be able to properly snatch, because things were highlighted that I was doing wrong, and we've really worked on my technique through the year. So that's taken over 3 years for me to understand a lift, right? Not even get it perfect every time, doesn't exist, but to be consistent in the lift, it's taken me 3 years. You've been doing it 2 minutes, Anna. You've been at 2 minutes. Be humble. It would be amazing to watch a genuine journey of someone who is your size take on a sport and find their passion, their love for it, and start their athleticism journey. But for you, I just feel patronized, and it embarrasses me. I've got secondhand embarrassment from the fact that you think you're some sort of elite athlete. It fucks me off. Have a reality check. Be fucking humbled in your journey. Look at the guy that's training you. The guy that's training her is missing a leg, and I did a little bit of research into it, and it's because he was hit by a drunk driver on his motorbike and he lost his leg. He used to be a powerlifter, and he's an adaptive athlete now, which is just fucking phenomenal. Look who you train alongside with, Anna. Be fucking humbled, mate. Be fucking humbled. That's my thoughts on that for the one person that asked me on my first video. I would like to try and include some more of this sort of stuff, not just looking at what fat people eat and laughing and going, haha, you eat donuts for breakfast. I also want to do reactions to this sort of stuff, and also I want to have a look at fat acceptance, hey sort of stuff as well, because I find that also equally as infuriating. But yeah, that is my opinion on that. Thank you for 1,000 subs. My head has well and truly fell off. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting some more stuff out, so happy days. If you want to watch me lift weights, because I highly doubt I'll ever post actual full lifting stuff on this channel, I do have a TikTok that I occasionally post too about my British weightlifting journey at Lot Lifts a Lot. I'll put the @ in the description if you wanted to go and have a look at that. But other than that, I'll see you next week to watch fat people eat again, I guess. One of my hobbies.